What's up, my Blazing Knights? It's me, Blazix, and welcome back to Blazix Reacts. I know I've been gone for basically the entire month of January. Just know classes for me have been extremely hard. Like, I have basically been working my butt off so I do not fail, and I'm trying not to. So for those who are wondering where the videos have been, don't worry. There most likely was a video earlier this week, and there's still going to be more videos to come. This channel's not ending anytime soon. In fact, it's just getting started. But today, it is not going to be a reaction, because I'm doing something special for today. Because today is a very special day. Because today, it is my 25th birthday. I'll say happy birthday to me, even though I don't look any older than 25. Or, hell, I don't look any older than 16. People have still looked at me and said, oh, how old are you? I say I'm 20, like, or in my 20s. Like, are you? I still look like a little kid, apparently, so that's, I don't know if I should take it as a compliment or an insult. I'll take it as a compliment any day of the week. But I want to do something special for you guys, because you guys have been supporting me for the entire YouTube channel, and I just heard that it was like 11 years of me doing YouTube. To be fair, I have not been keeping track, considering for 1 year, I didn't even upload anything. And when I first uploaded, nobody was subscribed to the channel besides for my friends. But anyways, thank you all for supporting this channel for so long. You guys are the reason this channel still exists. And to celebrate my birthday, we will be doing the better late than never Q&A. So you guys remember, I basically asked you to send me some questions and I would answer it. Too bad I pushed it to 2023. I'm sorry. I'm completely sorry for that, by the way. It was not meant to be in 2023. I just got super busy with the other projects, both on YouTube and outside of YouTube, and helping out my friends' channels while also working on secret projects. There's still a couple secret projects I'm working on, but don't worry. I'm finally getting this out of the way, and you guys can stop harassing me right now. Most of you guys have really been kind in the comments about the Q&A. It's finally here. I'm doing a premiere, so say hi to me, because I'm most likely watching it with all of you guys. I'm grateful to everybody who asked me questions, and if I didn't get to your question, I'm sorry that YouTube didn't notify me at all. But there is one Discord question, so I cannot wait to get into that. So without further ado, let's get into the Q&A. Okay, for our first question. Okay, so YouTube must have either deleted this comment, or basically deleted the user, because I forgot who asked me this question, so I'm just gonna call them unknown user. Unknown user asks, Blazix, what are your favorite YouTubers before SMG4, Super Mario Richie, Eminal Strife? What games do you play? What is your favorite anime? Blaze, what are your favorite movies? So asking the heavy questions, I like that. So if you had to ask me my favorite YouTubers, there we go as following: Corey X Kenshin, Forever Nina, BDA Law, Dwayne and Jazz, and I'm missing one. No, but in all seriousness, there are other YouTubers that I do watch besides for just those four, and there's not enough time to actually say all of them in this video. Just know I watch a lot of other YouTubers, and I'll watch a lot of different content. So there's that. What games do I play? I'm a big fan of platformers, despite how bad I am in Sonic Frontiers. That's just, you guys want to know why? Go check out the gaming channel. But I do actually love anything from Insomniac. That's why I've really been waiting for Spider-Man 2, because I have both Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. I love those games. They are amazing. I also love Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is just one of my favorite games that I've just fell in love with when I was a kid, and I still enjoy it to this day. Also, I love Ratchet & Clank. I have been playing the more recent Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. It is a good game. I love it. Honestly, it's one of my favorite games. Easily. Besides for PlayStation, I do have a couple games on Xbox, like Sunset Paradise or Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive. How did I mix that up? As for Nintendo, you guys know I love Pokemon. Like, I love Pokemon. It is one of my favorite franchises, easily, if I'm not counting Sonic. But yeah, I love Pokemon. I love anything related to RPGs, that kind of stuff. I honestly have not played One Piece Odyssey yet, but I cannot wait to play that. As for my favorite anime, that's actually a tough one, because I'm positive a lot of you have never heard of certain animes. It's nothing bad. It's just that it's so unknown to most big name anime fans that it's just unheard of. But if I had to name one, One Piece is kind of up there as one of my favorites, as well as certain anime like Spy Classroom, Prima Doll, reincarnated as a sword. At time I was reincarnated as a slime, and Chainsaw Man. But those are like some anime that everybody knows. It's one thing that I do when I'm watching anime is, like, when I'm watching something dark, I'll try to balance it out with something light. So for something like Chainsaw Man or Attack on Titan, I've been like trying to balance it out with something like Prima Doll, or reincarnated as a sword, because it's so silly despite how action packed it is. One Piece is an anime that, despite how goofy and funny the comedy is, it can still go to those dark places, like how Robin and Brooke have one of the saddest backstories, or hell, even Law has like a sad backstory, or Yamato has a sad backstory. I tried to balance that out with a magical girl series called Pretty Cure. It is a long-running magical girl series that has been going strong for basically 19 years. The latest season, Delicious Party, finished airing its final episode, and the next season, which is today, Hirogaro Sky Pretty Cure, will be airing later today. So I cannot wait to watch that series. It is a fun series. I recommend you, if you guys like lighthearted animes, that is a series for you. That goes for my anime. As for my favorite movies, a lot of my movies are mostly animated, excluding Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But if I had to pick one movie that I really want to see again, it has to be One Piece Film Red. I love the music, and I love the way that Utsu's Devil Fruit worked. It is by far an incredibly overpowered Devil Fruit if used correctly by a singer. And I just really love Film Red because it gave us a small peek of the power of the Red Hair Pirates. And I loved it. Good lord, is it just one of my favorite One Piece movies of all time. Move over, Stampede. Out of the way, Strong World. Move it, Film Gold. It's all about Film Red! As for my other favorite movies, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. SFP, my boy, asked me, are you going to get some Nintendo plushies at all for your plush videos? And am I enjoying Neo's Among Us? So this was really late. My fault, SFP. It is my fault. You know this. But if I had to answer this question, yeah, I love Neo's Among Us series. It was awesome. It was a great series, and it had a great ending. I loved it. Easily. As for if I'm going to get any Nintendo plushies, I am. It's just that the Nintendo plushies won't be like have big name importance in my series. I've already introduced that Tari, Theo, and Belle would be main characters in my series. I'm not going to spoil who else is going to be in my series, but if you've seen the profile picture, you kind of already know who is going to be in the series, obviously. But I know they're going to make appearances at some point. I just don't know when they'll make appearances in my series. I do have a Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, and a Rosalina, along with 2 Yoshis. But I don't know how I'm going to introduce them, and I want to do Rosalina justice because she's easily the best princess. Though I would actually consider Rosalina a queen if you really want to be technical. In my opinion, she deserves to be a queen. Now this question comes from Supersonic Ryan. Cool nickname, by the way. Supersonic Ryan asks, what's my favorite SMR zombie episode? If I had to pick, I want to say it's Season 2, Episode 5. Mainly because of Junior's speech to Ludwig. Like, there's blood on all of our hands, Ludwig. But you are going to lead us, whether you like it or not. Because we need you. Like, Ludwig is at his breaking point, where he's just ready to kind of give up, and Junior just picks him back up. I love that scene. I love when YouTubers, especially in skits like those, can put so much emotion into like certain characters that it makes you really fall in love with the story. That has to be my favorite episode in the entirety of the Zombie Apocalypse series. Oh, this is a good one. Royal Rumble asks, is there any other type of videos besides reaction that you have or still want to do? What tips do you have for small creators? I would like to do a vlog, but I would want to meet some of my fans. I don't necessarily know who is subscribed to the channel, and I don't necessarily know where you live. It's not even that I like that, because there aren't too many conventions in Ohio that I go to often, and most times they're either a comic convention or an anime convention. Trying to set up days where me and my friends can head to the convention, mainly because we're still trying to set up those days. But I do want to meet a lot of my fans, and if I can just do a vlog with some of you guys, just meeting up, having fun, doing stuff like our Blazer Knights do, I would love to do that. I would just love to meet some of you guys, just to be able to give you a high five, a handshake, or a hug. Just because this channel would not exist without all of you guys. And I just want to spread that love and positivity with all of you. So yeah, I would want to do a vlog, but I would want to do it with all of you, the Blazer Knights. As for any tips for small creators, there's maybe only 2 tips I can give you guys. And they are important. Make sure to upload the first video. When you start a channel, you are coming up with an idea that's going to wow the audience. I want you to try to upload that first video, even if it's the worst video ever. You know what they say. Once you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. Yes, I just quoted Sing. Despite the fact that I've never seen Sing. But the trailers. But I want you to basically have a group of friends that you can tell your YouTube channel about, and have them be honest. One thing that I see a lot of YouTubers do is, just not all YouTubers, but there are some that do this. They have a bunch of yes men who appreciate their content as gods, and that's great. But if you really want to improve, you have to learn to take negative criticism. Or not even that, just constructive criticism in general. You do not grow if you cannot learn to take constructive criticism. A lot of you really didn't like it when in the original reactions where I didn't show the reaction. So yeah, I upgraded, and now I can do videos where I can show the reaction. Or you guys just didn't want me just sitting down doing nothing. You guys wanted to see energetic Blazix. So now I'm basically talking loud. I'm laughing more. I'm crying more. I'm even inputting myself in the video so I can be more immersed. The constructive criticism is how you grow as a YouTuber. As long as you have that, you are completely set. There's also one more thing. Never try to copy other YouTubers, which should be pretty obvious, but a lot of you guys really want to do that. Don't try to be any other YouTuber. Everybody else is always taken. except for you. You are special in your own right. Try to come up with your own video ideas and make them great in your own original way. And hey, constructive criticism. Learn to take that, and you're basically set to be a great YouTuber. Galaxy Mario Bros has 5 questions. Oh boy. 1. If Monado gave you the opportunity to add any character to Among Us Plus version 8, who would it be? 2. How do you feel with Axel gone during WotV? 3. What's the best SMG4 video you've watched so far this year? 4. Which WotV did you enjoy the most? And 5. What is your favorite plush you own? What is the favorite plush that you own, I suppose? But I'm not the grammar police. A character that would be in Among Us 8. The question is he still making Among Us 8? Because it's been a while since we've heard anything about Among Us 8. Or anything Among Us related. If I had to guess, or I guess if I had to pick, that's a tough one. I guess best bet would probably be like Charizard, since he already has the plush, and I guess because I like Charizard and I want to see him succeed. But that's only if he's still doing Among Us is the real question, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, you should go back to doing Among Us, because Among Us is gulp kind of boring me at this point. But Charizard would probably be the best pick anyways. How do I feel about Axel being gone? I'm devastated. But I think, in my opinion, that's the point, and I love that. Axel being gone makes you really feel things. I don't think the same impact would be there if someone like Bob or Boopkins were taken over by Zero and Melanie had to take them out. Like, in my opinion, Bob is like my least favorite character along with Boopkins. So I just don't think I would cry. Meggy is like Meggy, so I don't think I would feel sad, but not the same impact as if it was Axel. Psycho really hasn't had too many videos, so I can't really grow with her as a character. Axel was the one I definitely was attached to the most. And I really enjoyed his character. I loved him. He was an anime fan, but not the anime fan you want to avoid. But again, I just loved Axel. He was a fun character. And at the end of the day, he was supposed to make us sad that Axel was just gone. And I'm grateful that they just did not rewrite that in the next video and be like, oh, Axel's alive. I think it was executed properly and I loved it. So, am I sad that Axel's gone? Absolutely. I'm still sad to this day. Would I want him to come back? Absolutely not. It ruins the entire point of his sacrifice. As for the best video, I'm going to say this right now. WotV 2022, probably my personal favorite. It is tied with 2021 because of Axel, but it's easily my favorite video because of the rap alone. Objections is easily top 1. Which WotV did you enjoy the most? Again, WotV 2022. With 2021 being a close second. As for the favorite plush that I own, it has to be Axel and Melanie. I can finally have them go on dates now, which is cute and adorable. And I honestly, I'm gonna spoil this. I cannot wait to make videos with Axel and Melanie. They are going to look so cute together. I cannot wait. Dr. Feelgood, not 194 asks, question, what is your favorite video by SMG4? I already answered that. Is WotV 2022 or 2021? It's hard to choose. And what do you think about Monado's Drive and Neonites Among Us? unlike most people, I can actually see the difference. This is not counting anybody who already sees the difference between the two. This is just, again, my opinion, there's a difference. And people saying that Neo copied, I hate that. I hate that a lot. Like, I hate that a lot because it clearly feels like they watched maybe a couple seconds into Neo's videos and were like, oh my gosh, he copied Minato! Meanwhile, there are other people who have blatantly copied Minato, and it's blatantly obvious. Neo did his own thing, with his own story, with his own characters. There is a complete difference, and in my opinion, I would rewatch Neo's easily, because one, it's a completed story, two, the diversity between the characters, and three, the final episode, it really got me, and I loved it. I loved it a lot. It was one of my favorites. Captain Goomba, aka Christian White apparently, asks, what is your favorite Mario game? Most of you are probably gonna hate me for this, but I have actually not played that many Mario games. Unless you're counting Mario Kart or Mario Party Superstars. But I don't think you guys are counting those, are you? I beat an Odyssey, but in my opinion, it's a great game. I just wish that Mario and Peach got married at the end. I understand why they didn't, but again, I really wish they got married at the end. I have been playing 3D All-Stars, and honestly, now that I can finally play the game, I'll say that Galaxy is easily a top tier. Easily. Especially for Rosalina. A top tier princess, aka a queen. Seriously, she is so awesome. Max McCreed asks, question, what was the most saddest moment and the most best moment in the Genesis arc? Genesis was, okay. It is a strong tie between the rap battle against Zero and the song that they played in the 10-year anniversary special. I really like the song, and I love that. And I really love that they basically introduced Zero as this. Oh, it's a big threat. It's so strong threat that it's gonna take over the world. And I love villain introductions because either they're serious but end up coming off as the writer doing something they wanted to do for a while, or a silly and then a serious threat. I love that SMD4 made Zero a threat. I love that. I love it. But then the saddest moment is easily when Axel died. After his kiss. He died like a Chad. Axel Chad, confirm. But easily the best moments were either the movie for their 10-year anniversary and WotV 2021. Easily, hands down. Oh, I forgot. This is the Discord question. Oh, somebody's gonna have a field day with this. Brent loves Smash Bros. My friend, my buddy, a living legend. He asked me, do you have a favorite female Sonic character? So this was back on my Discord page server, which you can go check out above or down below in the description, because I most likely put this invite link there. And this was back a couple months ago. He was asking me if I had any favorite characters. I said yes. He asked me if I had any favorite female characters, which I do. If I had to pick, it would be Blaze and Cream. Like, they are so underrated as characters that it's not even funny. Like, a lot of the Sonic games either have Rouge or Amy, which is totally fine. I like them. It's just, again, they are so overused that Blaze and Cream have not even had anything to do with the series in years. Like, I don't even remember the last time Blaze has been playable. Was she playable in Team Racing? Oh, that's another thing about Sonic. How dare they split up team roles and replace Cream with Oma Chow? How disrespectful it is that a robotic Chow replaced Cream. Good lord. Like, that just irked me when I would play the game. Like, you replace Cream with a rip-off Chow? Like, how dare you, Sega? You should be ashamed of yourself. Like, can we get more games centered around other characters? Like, can we get a game around Knuckles and Tails and Blaze and Silver? Can Silver finally have a game besides for 06? Please? But yeah, I love Cream and Root. I love Cream and Blaze. They deserve their own games. That's my opinion. That's all I'm gonna say on the matter. Okay, so this is a good one. Suhaimi Gamer asks, question, who's your favorite alien and your least favorite alien? Can be from any series. Which series is your favorite and least favorite? And which alien would you remove from the Omnitrix? Now that's a good question. This is a Ben 10 question. So thank you for that. That's a tough one since all of them have really been great aliens. That a lot of them have just been hard to choose. I would either go with Heat Blast because one, he's the first OG that I love Heat Blast, and I think he was really underused as like a fire-based alien. In my opinion, he's the best fire-based alien considering all that he can do, especially when compared to other fire-based aliens like Swamp Fire or NRG. If I had to pick a least favorite, it would easily be Walkatrout. Walkatrout just sucks. Originally, I was gonna say that that Vampire was gonna be the worst one. Oh no! At least Vampire was useful in a fight. As long as it's night, he'll be fine. Walkatrout does not even fight at all. Like Nanomech can fight. Nanomech. Do you know how small Nanomech is? He's this big. This big. Good lord, is Walkatrout only useful for like getting into sewer grates? But even then, you could use gray matter for that. Gray matter. Which season was my favorite? Aries was my favorite, and least favorite. Either giving least favorite to Omniverse, or not Omniverse. I actually did like Omniverse, but if I had to pick a favorite, let me pick a most favorite first. I have to pick Ultimate Alien. Ultimate Alien did give us a lot of things that I really enjoyed, like Ultimate Echo, which was awesome. Just like the Aggregor as like an evil or eviler Kevin that was basically gonna have the powers of a literal god. Like, imagine how scary that would have been if he actually absorbed the Celestial Sapien baby. Good lord. That would have been scary. We already seen how powerful Alien X is thanks to Omniverse. Imagine how scary Aggregor would have been with a Celestial Sapien DNA. How scary is that? Oh, that's scary. And despite the flaws, I still consider it favorite. Though to be fair, I'm also considering Alien Force and Ultimate Alien kind of the same season, considering that like same art style. But that's how I see it. You guys can get in the comments and argue all you want. But as for least favorite, I'm giving it to the reboot. And I'm gonna be 100% with you. There's nothing wrong with the reboot, but the writers did not think a lot of things through. Like for starters, they give Ben basically access to Vilgax's DNA. It's, again, just living in the Omnitrix. And then Ben loses it to Vilgax because he's just on Earth for some reason. Again, he's just on Earth as a shriveled up old man, and then takes the DNA back. It's just like, ha ha ha, I got you, Tennyson. Like, and that makes no sense whatsoever. And then they added upgrade onto upgrade onto upgrade. We're like adding like the the Omni enhanced forms, and then the Omni robotic suits. Like, that's cool and all, but I don't think the Omnitrix could literally do that. Like, I don't know what they were thinking, but I don't know why they thought those were such a good idea. It's a good idea on concept, but can the Omnitrix do that? Can it? If that's the case, why wasn't the original timeline bin just using that? And then the aliens were just really weren't as creative. Don't get me wrong. They've had creative aliens like Overflow, Shockrock, and Slapback. But that's all there were. I'm not considering Gax because that's something we've been wanting for a while. We've been wanting Ben to get Vilgax's DNA for a long time. And it happened, and then they took it away. And then we just get basically reboot versions of these aliens. We had Jetray, Humongosaur, and Wrath. And I also think we got way big, but Ben got way big in Secret of the Omnitrix. And I'm sitting there like, why? Why couldn't you guys come up with original aliens? You did it with Overflow. What happened? Like, what generally happened? Like, I've seen some fan-made aliens that honestly looked really cool. Like, generally speaking, there were simple aliens that 10-year-old Ben could turn into. And they would work for 10-year-old Ben. Oh my gosh, it wasted potential just being a reboot. As for an alien I would remove from the Omnitrix, I already said my spill over freaking Walkatrout. Like, Walkatrout is just so lame. Like, at least the other aliens that Ben turned into were useful. Molstache can punch people with his Molstache. He can fly. Like, that's kind of stuff. Pesky does, despite how crazy this alien looked, it's still useful for, like, interrogation. Walkatrout does nothing. Even the worst! An alien literally called the worst is useful. Wanna know how useful? It's basically indestructible. Wrath and Athoplexian went to town on the worst. Couldn't hurt him. You know how strong Wrath is? How crazy Wrath is? Yeah, that's not somebody I want to fight. The worst took its punches and was just like, oh wow, didn't hurt. Not one bit. Like, again, he serves a purpose. The worst is still good. Walkatrout, get out of the Omnitrix. Nobody needs you. Oh ho ho. Blue Spirit asks, yes, I love TMNT. Who's your favorite character from the show? Who's your favorite alien he's transformed into? So this is a TMNT question with a Ben 10 question. So I like that. Thank you, Blue Spirit. If I'm saying all TMNT, I'm easily going with Raphael. I love Raphael. He's the whole reason I love the color red, along with every Red Ranger to ever exist. But if I'm saying it from like a standpoint, I really like Master Splinter in 2012 because he is one of my, like, he's such a troll and I love it. Like, remember that episode where Tiger Claw makes his appearance and Master Splinter just dogs him with one hand? He's just over here. You're trying to take down Splinter and he just dogs him with one hand. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Favorite alien? Honestly, Wrath is such a fun alien that I think the writers loved making Wrath as a character. Don't get me wrong, I love characters like Heat Blast and Feedbacks, the fan favorites, but if I had to pick another favorite, it would easily be somebody like Wrath. Because Wrath is such a fun character that you never know if he's just going to turn on you or go after the right person. Like,
I remember when he was introduced in one episode, he literally crawled down some dude's throat and came back up saying, "I will do it again and crawl out of you if you try something like this again." Wanna know what he did? He ate a child. The dude ate a child right in front of Wrath, and he was just like, "Nope, we're not doing this. Open your mouth, I'm jumping in, I'm saving the baby." That was a fun episode, and I still love it to this day. William Abelman asks, which Shredder is your favorite, and what is your favorite aspect of SMD4? Definitely 2012. Don't get me wrong, I love 23 Shredder. He was amazing, but it wasn't even Shredder. He was a Krang in the Shredder suit. Oh my gosh, it's funny. But 2012 is such a threat. Like, imagine this threat. Imagine Shredder just shows up to New York, a regular human who's trained in ninjutsu, and he just dogs every mutant he sees. "Oh, you're a big mutant. Sling, stab, like, get out of my face. You're not even worth it." Like, I remember the season 2 finale where he just lets the foot robots just go to town on Leo, and then he sends Tiger Claw, Razar, and I believe Fishface after Leo to go finish him off so that he could get the final blow. He was just cold-blooded. And then he just... One of my favorite episodes is just like the episode where he mind controls Raphael. And it's just like... He goes up against the Turtles, Slash, Leatherhead, this psychic monkey whose name I forget, and a pigeon. He dogs all of them in a little space, and it's one of the funniest scenes because it's just like, you're just a regular dude! How are you dogging them? Like, you should not be this strong. And then they kind of ruined him with Super Shredder. I was so glad when Leo took that kill. As for my favorite aspect of SMG4, I think it's more of how they introduce characters, and the characters become lovable. Not to say this is all characters, because I still don't really love Boopkins or Bob. But there are characters like Axel, Melanie, Psycho, Meggy, Belle, who's also there, Tari, who's also there, my girl, SMG3, SMG1 and 2, just a lot of characters that are introduced that I honestly just kind of grow to love, despite for a few here and there. Like, I love the aspect of him, and I just hope that he continues to grow along with his animation channel that I plan on just keep watching, because let's face it, animation has basically been dying in the last few months. We kind of need a win in the animation industry. Ooh, Jesse has asked, favorite version of Ben 10K was your favorite? I'm guessing he's asking which version of Ben 10K. Okay, for those that don't know what he means, in the Ben 10 timeline, or I guess in as well as the reboot, there are at least 3 to 4 versions of Ben 10,000, Ben when he's an adult. There's Ben 10,000, the first one we meet, where he's basically utilized the Omnitrix to its full potential, maximized everything so that he can protect the globe as well as the universe, and has basically unlocked Master Control, where he can become any alien for however long he likes. There is Ultimate Ben, where Ben has access to the Ultimate feature, and basically he has the abilities of the aliens as well as being able to stay as Ben. And then there is Ben 10,000, also known as Ben 10K, who has basically 2 Omnitrixes. Omnitrixi? 2 watches. Basically, he can make alien fusions. But this time, it's better than the untapped version of the cracked Omnitrix in that one episode. Basically, he has a couple alien fusions like Uprig, 4 Humunga arms, and my personal favorite, Atomics X! So if I had to pick Honestly, you know what? I'm picking the one from the original series. That one was the one who was more awesome and felt more like a hero. And have you seen how awesome his forms were in that episode? Good lord, Heat Blast looks so cool. Oh my gosh, I loved Heat Blast as an adult. He was so awesome. Man, do I just love Heat Blast. He's just so cool. Hybrid 2021 asks, what is your favorite show in the franchise? I'm guessing he's asking for Ben 10. If I had to pick, I had to pick Alien Force or Ultimate Alien. There were some things about both series that weren't written correctly, like how Ben and Julie's relationship wasn't handled at all. Seriously, I don't even like Kai as much as I did Julie. I just think that Julie was a better girl for Ben. She supported him and didn't just like him for the aliens. She actually liked him for him. But it felt like the writers just didn't know what to do with them, so they just had them break up out of nowhere. Seriously, that is so annoying. If I was writing both of those shows, I would make it so that they stayed together and they fought together as a couple. Good lord, again, besides for those writings, I still like Alien Force / Ultimate Alien. Christian Kalantri asks, what's your favorite arc? For example, mine was the I'm guessing that's the Enter Transel arc and the Feedback arc. Not gonna lie, I do like the Feedback arc. I loved how they made an entire arc for an alien that did not exist in the original series. And it's just like, yeah, Ben used this alien a lot. Why doesn't he use him when he's older? No, something happened to him. So basically, the Feedback arc revolved around an alien called Feedback, who became a fan favorite after episode 1. It was basically an electric alien that could suck up electricity and then blast it back. Essentially, the better electric alien out of all of Ben's electric aliens, honestly. However, there was an enemy that basically did the impossible and just take out DNA and just delete it. This alien was malware, and essentially this was a galvanic mechamorph that Azimuth couldn't help. So basically it just did not want help from Azimuth. He wanted to destroy Azimuth and Ben, and essentially destroyed Feedback, which resulted in Ben falling into a depression, and in my opinion, this was the point where Ben took off the Omnitrix. Fast forward to 6 years later, where Ben has the official new and improved Omnitrix, where he has to fight malware, and I think his name was Kyber? Yeah, I think it was Kyber. Yeah, Kyber. Kyber and his dog, where essentially this would lead to him fighting malware at his most powerful form, to a point where he forgets himself and unlocks Feedback again in the most awesome fight ever. Personally speaking, I love how this came full circle, and it came back with him unlocking Feedback, forgiving himself, and just beating the ever-loving tar out of malware. Good lord, do I love Feedback as an alien. He is, if I had to make an Omnitrix, Feedback would be in the Omnitrix, hands down. Our final question comes from Pop the Artist. Alright, if you had to come up with your own arc, what would it play out? Characters, stories, the whole shebang. This is the question that really took a lot out of me. That's a good one. As for characters, Ben obviously would be in it. Gwen and Kevin would obviously been in it, as well as Grandpa Max and Rook. This would take place throughout the entire Ben 10 franchise, including the reboot, because no one cares about the reboot. Or at least I don't care about the reboot. But this would result in Ben not utilizing Alien X to its full potential until he's older. But Ben would actually get access to this alien at a certain point when he's 10. When none of his aliens could actually do anything, the Omnitrix somehow unlocks Alien X. Ben uses this alien and stops the natural disaster. Now, this would sort of play off the same way that how Alien X first appeared. where Ben ends up meeting Bellicus and Serena. But at a young age, however, at this age, Ben would not be too focused on what's going on in this void. He would just run off asking questions like, what's going on? Where am I? Who are you people? What's going on? Where am I in a universe? Am I dead? Is this heaven? What's going on? Like, he would just be asking all these questions from Bellicus and Serena. And Bellicus and Serena, or at least Serena, would be like, hey, you're fine. You're still alive. You're just stuck in a celestial sapien form. This is Alien X, one of the most powerful aliens in the universe. However, we do have to tell you something. And they tell this story about a war that's been raging for centuries, to a point where basically the strongest aliens. We've all heard that Alien X is a powerful alien, but did most of you know that he's not as powerful? There were 3 stronger aliens that are stronger than the Celestial Sapien, but we never actually got any confirmation of who they were or what their species were. I would love an arc dedicated to learning about those aliens, and this would be Ben's entire character arc going forward into Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, and even into Omniverse. He wouldn't even meet these aliens until at least Omniverse. But the enemies that he fights in Alien Force and Ultimate Alien would have resulted in the way that they pushed them to their destiny to take down or slow down Ben. Because they know that Ben is probably the only person that could stop him. Ben unlocks Alien X. Just like, nice to see you again, Bellicus, Serena. So, you told me about something that would happen in a couple years. Want to tell me what it is? Bellicus and Serena tells them, hey, there's going to be 3 aliens that you're going to have to take down. These aliens, they are the strongest aliens that even a Celestial Sapien can't beat. You are going to have to get stronger than ever before. Obviously, the same characters would still come back. Gwen, Kevin, Grandpa Max, Rook, even Cooper. Cooper would even come back. Like, everybody that Ben has helped, they would all come back into this final war, where it would come down to Ben unlocking all 3 forms and using them against all 3 aliens. The first season of Omniverse goes after the 3rd strongest. The second strongest. At the 3rd, the 1st strongest. And then it will result in them doing a fusion where Ben ends up unlocking the most powerful alien, getting stronger, and just doing basically what he did to Malware or Maltruant in the end of the series finale of Ben 10, where he just blasts them all with the Big Bang and just knocks them out, and basically having them surrender. It's a bit hard to basically imagine that, but again, I could go into detail about this. I could make it an entire video about my own personal arc of Ben 10. Would you guys want that? Leave a comment down below. And that is actually the last question that we actually got through. To be fair, we got through all these questions really fast. Yeah, I did not miss a single one. Honestly, a lot of you guys asked me some really good questions, and I'm grateful that I was able to answer a lot of them. This video is almost clocking up to be my, not longest video, but definitely a long Q&A. I think it basically is the longest Q&A that I've done. I want to thank all of you for basically 3,355 subscribers. At least that's what it says by the time of this recording. You guys are the reason this channel still exists, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the love and support you guys are giving. There's still going to be some content on the way. There actually is going to be a second video coming later today. So while you guys are enjoying your day, I'm enjoying my birthday. I'm probably out with my friends, or I'm basically too busy watching anime. But I cannot thank you guys enough for all the love and support you've given me, and I hope you guys continue to give me some love and support. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, add to your favorites. Want to see more Scorching Out videos from this channel, subscribe. I make videos weekly or daily depending on my schedule. have any requests for reactions whatsoever, leave a link to that video down below. Make sure it's something I'd be interested in, like Mario, Sonic, or Pokemon, and I will definitely react to it. Also TMNT, I've been 10. Help me reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers, so help me reach that goal, and you will get a special video from yours truly. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. Oh, also go check out the gaming channel and the Plus channel because there's going to be new content coming soon. With that being said, I hope you all enjoy. Stay tuned for more videos, and remember, many hearts, never apart. Let them all, Blazer Knights. Blazing, Blazer now! Until next time, take care.